A new season is just around the corner and there are some fresh clubs in some of Europe's top divisions. But how will they fare against the big teams? Let's meet the sides who will be punching above their weight this campaign.
Hello there and welcome to Football Now from Doha. Now it's that time of year where we start to look ahead to the football season across Europe. Of course, there's plenty of hope and optimism in the air, particularly from those newly promoted sides. Fresh from the euphoria of a successful season last year, it's time for those clubs to get ready and make the step up.
Promotions are so exciting for first-time clubs who have never been to the top flight or to a top flight, depending on what country they're in or what league they play in. I think because at the end of the day, football belongs to the people. And there's so many fans who have been supportive of their local club for so long. And in a way, getting promoted to the top flight, it's like winning a trophy. It's a big deal to step up into the big leagues and something that they haven't experienced before. So a lot of fans get to have this adventure for the very first time. It's not just the players. It creates a lot of buzz and excitement, especially whenever the reverse happens, when you have the big boys going to their stadium. Obviously, financially, it's a big boost because by virtue of coming up into the top flight, you get more money. Therefore, you can invest in the club, you can invest in the facilities, you can invest in better players, you can invest in trying to grow and stabilize the club so they can actually stay there. A lot of times it can be very difficult if you're a smaller side to come up and to stay. You go straight down a lot of the times. But if you manage to stay up, then you can really establish yourself as a first division club.
Yeah, promotion can be vital for the future of a football club then, and throughout the years we've seen some remarkable examples from all over the continent which has left a lasting impact on the clubs and the communities that they serve. For some fans it has meant surpassing even their wildest of dreams.
One of the most famous promotion stories in recent memory is that of Leicester City. In 2014 they won the Championship and earned promotion to the Premier League, and against 5,000 to 1 odds they went on to win the Premier League title just 2 years later under the charismatic Italian manager Claudio Ranieri. A similar story unfolded in Germany back in 1998 when FC Kaiserslautern, who were relegated from the Bundesliga in 1996, immediately bounced back and won the top division in consecutive seasons from 96 to 98. It's something that's never been done before or since in Germany. In Croatia, it took a little bit longer for HNK Rijeka's fairy tale to be completed. After being promoted in the 73-74 season, they established themselves as a strong force in domestic football and even competed in Europe on a regular basis too. But it wasn't until 2017 that they finally broke the duck and won the Croatian league, dethroning Dinamo Zagreb after they'd won 11 titles in a row.
Now there are a couple of clubs around Europe who have made it to their country's top tier for the first time, including Luton Town in England. At a capacity of just over 10,000, their stadium Kenilworth Road is set to be the smallest ever in the Premier League. The Hatters have won the hearts of many across the country with their passionate fan base and direct style of play. So will they have enough to pull off a minor miracle and avoid relegation?
Luton's kind of a little bit different to I guess, a small club who've never kind of been in the top flight getting promoted. So for us, it's a bit of an interesting story. You know, we were founder members of the Premier League back in '92, and alongside Notts County, relegated from the Premier League without having ever played in it. So we then spent the last 30 years going up and down the rest of the pyramid. So promotion back to the Premier League for us, you know, we were the team that kind of missed out on that whole gentrification of football that the Premier League brought. That global interest has kind of always been there in the English football pyramid. The Premier League really sort of supercharged it and took it to another level. So to be sort of promoted back to the Premier League now, it's kind of, it means a lot in a lot of different ways. To be back at the top table of football after all that is an amazing story, and it's a story of kind of redemption. And I think this will help progress that.
But it's not just in England where a newly promoted side will be looking to cause a few upsets this season. German club FC Heidenheim will appear in the Bundesliga for the first time in their 51-year history. Their town, by the way, has a population of just 50,000 people, so their fans will no doubt be lapping up the opportunity to see their team play in the top tier of German football. But how have clubs from smaller towns fared over the years when coming up for the first time?
Heidenheim, much different story. Really coming out of nowhere to the Bundesliga 2, and then after flirting with promotion now for a few good years, actually going further and winning the second division to make it into the Bundesliga for the first time. So an unbelievable story. It's a German fairy tale because it's not intrinsically linked with money or a new owner coming in and pumping money in, which we've so often seen in the Premier League and other leagues. This is just about getting things right over a large period of time, mostly with unknown players who just happen to be very good or overlooked in terms of their quality. And Heidenheim will be a fascinating story to see, especially if they can stay up, which would be yet another miracle when they play their first ever season in the top flight in 23-24.
Yeah, another exciting season ahead then. That brings us to the end of this week's show. Do let us know your thoughts at home using the hashtag FootballNowPromotion, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.